Hi, this is Steve Spence with Arduinotronics.blogspot.com, and today we're talking about our data logger for solar and wind off-grid applications. Now we have a LCD keypad on top here with some control buttons. Underneath that we have a real-time clock with SD card module. Then under that we've got a screw terminal shield with prototyping space where we have our voltage dividers. And then underneath that we have an Arduino Uno. So the default operation here is that this would install between your wind turbine or your solar array and your battery bank and would monitor how much power your off-grid power system is creating. So if we switch over to a different mode here, we can see the volts on the battery bank and we can see how many amps are being produced across the current shunt. If we switch to a different mode, we're tracking amp hours and watt hours. This is the total amount of power that your array or your power system has been producing over the current day. And then we have another button here and we can switch to see what the instantaneous watts is of your system. So right now this system would be producing 2200 watts. We don't actually have a solar power system or a wind system hooked up to it, so we actually have a jumper here, and we're estimating what the numbers could be if the equipment was hooked up. But it is all set to be installed in such a system. Have our amp hours and our watt hours. Got our volts and our amps. Got our watts. And we come back down to the default time and date. Now we have the room on here for many other sensors. We could hook up a whole number of weather sensors so that you could monitor barometric pressure, temperature, humidity, wind speed, wind direction, rain gauges, lightning sensors, radiation sensors. We can hook up additional shunts, and I just want to show the shunt here. This shunt measures current by installing in one leg of a power source, and it's a very low resistance resistor there, and what we're measuring is the voltage drop across that resistor, and that's how we're able to determine how much current is going through the system. So we could have a current shunt on the power going into the system. We could have another one hooked up to an inverter on the power going out of the system, and by doing some simple math, that would tell us how much power is remaining still in the battery bank. So I hope you've enjoyed this project. We will be making these available for sale. We've done all the programming, it's all set to go, and we will have some videos soon of these installed in actual applications where they are monitoring a real wind turbine and solar power system. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned. This is Steve Spence with Arduinotronics.blogspot.com.